Here we are, and in another video we talk about the didgeridoo, this instrument of wind instrument that you blow your air through it and you produce with it harmonics. And I want to talk today about the harmonics, but the harmonics that you can produce with your voice without any instrument at all. The voice, the human voice, always was used in the traditional way, producing a single tone in this way. Our parents from childhood told us told us how to modulate our vocal cavity and our tongue, our air to blow and can make sounds that are very clear. And we take all the harmonics from our voice. Result of this is a clear tone, and we speak in this way. Now I'm speaking using clear tones, more square tones, but the harmonics is the art of open these clear tones to all the little harmonics. They are like glimpses, they are like little things that are surrounding this clear tone, this bass tone. And around the world, a lot of people make these songs traditionally in their cultures, like for example in Tuva, a part of Mongolia, and there traditionally the people sing in this way. But in the Occidental world, in the Western world, people developed a way of do the same thing, but in a more softly way. In Tuva, people make sound like this. They are make a kind of strain here in this sound, in this song, in your throat. You must make some stress to your vocal cords to make this sound. And the people in this song of Mongolia are habituated to this way of singing, but in the Western world we are more accustomed to make sounds more softly, more clear, and then the harmonic way that Western world developed is more light, and only need in some kinds of this technique the tongue to divide the vocal cavity into cavities, new cavities, and then the sound makes some openings, some traveling to these two cavities, producing the harmonics like this way. For example, with my tongue, dividing the vocal cavity into cavities, new cavities. I am in this example maintaining my bass tone, but I can change my pitch, the pitch of my voice, for example in this way. I do this technique only with my tongue, dividing the vocal, the mouth cavity into new cavities. And the difficult in this technique is not physical. You don't have a real difficult. The only block you can found in the moment that you practice this is in your mind. You don't believe that is possible. You believe like in other ways of life. You have the only problem is you only know one way to do things, and if you only have a hammer, for example, like in a box of tools, if you only have a hammer, all your problems will be nails, because you have a hammer. If you have another tool, you can use also this tool to solve some kind of problem that needs this tool and not the hammer. But if you only have a hammer, you use the hammer for all the problems, and this is not good. But you don't know any other tool. Then you can open your mind and think that there is not only way of do, think, feel and live. You can live your life in a different way. You can see your life in different way, and you can chant, sing in a different way than you have than the one that you learned from your parents and from your society and from the school. There is another ways of do things. There is another way of seeing life and to change. And look, this thing, this way, this technique is marvelous, is beautiful, is fantastic. You can do a lot of things with this, but if you don't believe that it's possible, you will not take it seriously, and you maybe don't practice, will not practice it, and never will happen something crucial in your life. In another videos we will deep these matters even more. Namaste.